Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here, and today I'm doing just the day 12 of 12 days of autumn Scraplifts. I'm not combining the load prompt with this, I just kind of wanted to do this one on its own. And this is the original. It's got a couple of kind of fallen leaves sort of photos and a couple trees. What I like were with all the fall colors, I liked the strips of kind of aqua there, and every once in a while there's an aqua flower or leaf. And there are trees. There's a little bit of mixed media going on back in the back, and I'm going to do that now. I have pulled, let's see, I've just lost my photo there, so let me pull it back. I've got a couple photos that my son took walking in the park kind of right across the street from where we live, and we don't get really vibrant fall colors here, but I was able to pump them up with a couple filters, and I not only got the oranges and yellows and reds in here, but it also got some of that blue. I had already picked this out, and when I filtered the photos, I found these Project Life cards. Let me kind of mount those on there. I printed them to size, and I rounded the corners of my photos so that it would match the rounded corners. Doesn't match exactly, but it would echo, let's say, the rounded corners on the frames. So I'm going to do that, and I think that actually really sets off the colors there. So I've got a whole tray of embellishments, but first let's do the mixed media. And instead of a border punch like the original has, I used my herb scissors to make a fringe on this paper. So right now I'm going to take a stencil. This is a BrambleFox stencil, and I'm just going to color it in. I'm going to use Wild Honey, which is, to me, it's kind of the yellowy orangey color in there. So that's kind of where I'm getting that color inspiration from. And I'm just going to do these circles. This is a kind of a coffee ring design, which doesn't have any particular meaning with the photos I'm using, but it's just a hint of color. It's a bit of color and a bit of kind of a shape that kind of provides a backdrop for the vibrancy of the photos. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we're gonna go with that. That looks fine. Just fine, like John used to say. That's just fine. Okay, now I'm going to do some splatters. So I'm going to rub the oxide onto there, add a little water, and then I've got a floppy paintbrush. Okay. And I think That's all I'm going to do. The wet paint will cause a water reaction with some of the solid bits on there, and I think that's going to provide some interest, let's say. And I'm going to move this over off the table and put this back away, and I will wash the paintbrush later. Now, I've given the water time to react, and you can kind of see what's going on there. So I'm going to go ahead and dry it off, and we can build the photo cluster. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to toss it on there. Not going to worry a whole lot about how it goes. I'm going to put some foam behind this top one because I want it to have some dimension. The fringe kind of will do that. It's movable, and it gives you a little bit of that look, but I kind of think I'll like the there. See, it just kind of stands out a little bit more. Now the photos, I thought I would do this way. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to cut part of this off. And that way I can do this. I think that's gonna work. Okay, and then I want this one to kind of go over that one, and I'm going to have this one up a little higher. There. Okay, so they are in there. Now, I'm working with some BrambleFox products. These are some little clipboard thingies, and I found one that says Explore, and I have cut some leaves off of one of the Paper Snips. It's Paper Snips number 42 that has a lot of fall-themed items. I also cut one of the little banner-y things. And my title comes from the Fox box, and the title is going to be Autumn, and it's kind of spelled out like this, and I thought I'd overlap it because I knew I was going to be overlapping something that was on foam. I put foam, thin strips of foam behind the bottom letters in this perspective, and that way I can place it like so. And I have a the rest of the title is the title is Autumn in the Park, and so the rest of the title is I printed out on my printer, and then I cut little strips for the words, and then I let's see, that's not exactly placed on there properly. then I inked the edges with the same ink that I used here. It looks different because it's on a different medium, but it's on photo paper. The In the Park is on photo paper. Let's see, let me get a "the" on here. I suppose I could have done this ahead of time, but I think everything else is foamed up and we should be able to move right along. But I'm liking this composition as I see it. To me, the little, the coffee rings and the circles and the splatters make it kind of look a little like leaves spraying all over the place. I don't know if that makes any sense, but so there. Now we can go kind of spice it up. I'm going to add this Explore clip right there. And the original, I'm kind of proud of this. She used the same kind of clip from the same collection, but she chose the one that says "Let's Go." So I think that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to add some trees here. Just some little, these are trees cut from the Paper Snips. And that's the Paper Snips that came with the October Foxbox Plus. Let's see, I'm gonna add this one right here. And just kind of have the trees looking kind of random-ish, and I'm going to do one tree over here. Now I have this, okay, I have this which says crisp air and then crunchy leaves. Just have it kind of coming down like so. So that's kind of where I'm headed with that. And the crisp air came from the October Fox box. And this, it's the same color as this, but this was a summer release. So I dug back just primarily for color. So now I'm just gonna add some leaves, and I've got some that are from the Paper Snips, like these that I just put down, and then I also have these little Perspextives that are from the October Fox box. There. And then I'm going to do some here. And it doesn't take, with the vibrant colors there, it doesn't take much embellishing, and certainly not a lot of color. I'm going to move it over so that I can get this one in. There, and I don't mind if it overlaps the title piece a bit there. And this is gonna kind of scooch in under there. Okay, and I honestly think that may be all that I'm going to put on this page. I have a little kind of gold tree. It's the inside of a leaf, but I like it because it looks like a tree without leaves. And here was when the trees were first losing their leaves and they still had some color. Here is the trees had already lost their leaves and the color's actually coming from the sky, the color of the sky there. Okay, so I think that's kind of cute. And I was wondering if I needed another bit of gold over here. What I'm going to do is cut that center out of this and add it kind of right in there. Maybe I'd prefer it lower or over more. There. It's a small adjustment to make. And I really like the splattering and the water reactivity. I don't know if you can see it, but just kind of right in there, you can see how the water reacted to that solid oxide. And here too. I just love it. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll be back later this afternoon with the last of the birthday sketches from Scrap-A-Sketch, and I will do the load prompt then. So thank you for watching. Bye.